Content farms. A massive topic on YouTube that has been an issue since the beginning of the 2020s decade. Most people have been discussing about how these types of channels are ruining children's minds with their really odd content. These videos would contain characters from various trendy indie shows, video games or movies, like Pizza Tower, The Amazing Digital Circus, Has-Been Hotel, Sprunky, or heck, even SpongeBob SquarePants, which is ironic enough considering SpongeBob is not even indie. I remember a content farm that has been recently closed that I once looked at. The channel's name was CatnapCartoonz. The profile picture had Katnap's cartoon head in front of a purple background. Now, for those who may not know, Katnap is from an indie game called Poppy Playtime, made by an indie studio, Mob Entertainment. This game has been milked to death by these content farms, even up to this day. Aside from the smiling critters and the nightmare critters, I really didn't care for the game as it looked very weird. Anyways, back to talking about the channel. The channel had posted content all centering the character Katnap, as he goes on various adventures. I would like to talk about two videos I can remember that the channel posted, but I cannot remember the titles or thumbnails of these videos. The first video is where Katnap is going to McDonald's to eat some food. It started off where Katnap opens his kitchen cabinets, looking for food to eat. Unfortunately, there was nothing for him, making him feel very hungry. I don't think the video had any dialogue, so the characters had no voice actors, and had to use speech bubbles with images. Katnap comes up with an idea and decides that he wants to go to a restaurant, specifically McDonald's. He then opens the door from his house and gets on his bike, riding till he got to McDonald's. He gets off from his bike and goes to the building. The McDonald's building was a drawing from a digital art program installed from a computer. Katnap opens the door and goes to the cash register. The cashier was just Kickin' Chicken, wearing a McDonald's uniform, meaning he works at the restaurant. Katnap ordered a plain cheeseburger, so he gave Kickin' Chicken his money and got his burger. He sat at one of the tables near the window and ate. Once he finished, Katnap asked for more, and he ate so much that he exploded, with a generic cartoon explosion sound effect. I think that's when the video ended. I couldn't believe what I had watched, as I couldn't comprehend how disgusted I was when I watched that video and how nauseating it was. The other video I will be talking about is their final video, where they decided they are quitting making any more content. I think it started with a stock image of the cartoon version of Katnap for at least about 20 seconds, while the Smiling Critters theme song played in the background. After the 20 seconds were over, Katnap had his eyes and mouth removed from his face, reminding me of those Anomaly videos. There was a mix of children and women screaming when the image popped up, albeit muffled and reverbed. It then showed a man, presumably in his 20s, dressed up as Katnap. The Katnap costume consisted of a purple onesie and a printed Katnap mask, likely taken from Google Images. The man walked to an old chair and sat on it, looking at the viewer. He then starts to ramble about how their haters don't appreciate his content, and how they would get offended when he added edgy stuff to it, like adding fat-shaming, homophobia, and even racism. I honestly don't blame them, as they were right about his content. The man brings up a commentary channel who had made a video rightfully criticizing and exposing his questionable content. He called him a snowflake and even going as far as calling him a lefty. He then starts throwing a fit by kicking the wall, throwing things on the floor, and flipping down the chair. Then the video ended. That piece of shit deserved it anyway. Putting offensive content into your videos is one thing, But throwing a fit over people criticizing you is just crossing the line, man. I remember the day later that his channel was closed due to the hatred he got from the haters. 2 weeks have passed and I have found out a person named the Catnap Kid was arrested for sexual assault and making fraudulent cease and desist letters that he would send to anyone who would make a video on him. So I speculated that he was CatnapCartoonz. It is best that he is arrested than making offensive content on a site that has users that are diverse. I hope YouTube gets their shit together and takes down these content farms. Please, give your kids something better than just brain rot. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because there are more chilling tales to be told. Also check out my other social media profiles. The links for those are down in the description. Thanks for listening.